Stop scrolling right now. What you're about to hear wasn't meant for everyone, and the fact that it landed in front of your eyes at this exact second, on this exact night, that's not a coincidence. God doesn't do coincidences. You almost didn't click this. You almost kept scrolling. Something inside you hesitated, maybe even told you to move on, but you didn't. And that small, quiet decision to stay, that was the beginning of something you can't undo. Once you hear what I'm about to tell you, you'll understand why everything, and I mean everything, had to happen exactly the way it did. There's a reason this found you tonight, not last week, not tomorrow. Tonight, you're standing at the edge of something, and you might not even fully see it yet. You've been carrying a weight that nobody around you truly understands. You smile, you show up, you keep going. But late at night, when it's just you and the silence, there's a question that keeps circling. One you don't say out loud because you're afraid of what the answer might be. You're wondering if it's ever going to change. If the version of your life you keep imagining, where things actually work out, where you wake up and feel peace instead of pressure. You're wondering if that's even real, or if it's just something you tell yourself to survive another day. I need you to hear me clearly. It's real, more real than the fear that's been trying to convince you otherwise. And the fact that you're hearing this right now, that's God saying, I see you, I haven't forgotten you, and I'm not done with you. You've been through a season that would have broken most people. I'm not exaggerating. The betrayal. Doors that slammed so hard they shook the walls of your faith. That wasn't random suffering. That was preparation. And I know that's hard to accept when you're still bleeding from it. When the wound is still fresh and someone tells you it was all part of the plan, it can feel dismissive, like your pain doesn't matter. But that's not what I'm saying. Your pain matters. God felt every second of it. Every tear you cried when nobody was watching. Every prayer that felt like it hit the ceiling and bounced back. He was there. He was always there. He wasn't ignoring you. He was rearranging things you couldn't see. He was moving pieces on a board you didn't even know existed. That requires a different kind of sight. You've been trying to read the story of your life with human eyes, looking at individual chapters, isolated moments of loss, and judging the whole book by a page you haven't finished reading. But God writes in arcs, not episodes. The pain of chapter 7 only makes sense when you reach chapter 12 and see what it was building toward. You're not at chapter 12 yet, but you're closer than you've ever been. Think about the last 3 months. Really think. Something shifted, didn't it? Maybe it was subtle. A conversation that planted a seed. A door that cracked open where there used to be a wall. Or maybe it was internal. A strange new clarity. Your tolerance for things that used to be normal just disappeared overnight. You stopped accepting what you used to settle for, and you couldn't explain why. That wasn't random growth. God was rewiring you for what's coming. He was upgrading your system so you could handle the weight of what He's about to drop into your life. Most people misunderstand how God works. They think blessing looks like a sudden miracle. One day you're struggling, the next day everything's perfect. That's not how He operates. He builds the infrastructure first. He strengthens the foundation before He adds the floors. And that breaking down you went through, that was Him demolishing a structure that was never meant to hold what He's building now. You were living in a house designed for a version of you that no longer exists. So He tore it down, not to punish you, to make room. Some of you felt that demolition in your relationships. People you loved walked away. People you trusted revealed who they really were. And it hurt like hell because you didn't understand why. You kept asking, why them? Why now? But you're starting to see it, aren't you? The space they left behind isn't empty. It's cleared, and it's waiting for something that actually matches who you're becoming. Here's a truth most people learn too late. Not every empty space is a wound. Some empty spaces are doorways, and the silence you've been sitting in, the kind that felt so lonely it made your chest ache, that silence was making room for a voice you couldn't hear while all the noise was still there. Now the noise is gone. The wrong people have left, and you can finally hear what God has been trying to tell you all along. There's a version of you right now that your past self wouldn't recognize. You haven't changed who you are at the core. You're still you. But the layers of doubt and the habit of shrinking yourself so other people felt comfortable, those are falling off. What's underneath is someone with a quiet, undeniable power. Someone who doesn't need to announce their worth because it radiates. And that terrifies the people who benefited from your smallness. If this message found you at exactly the right moment, type divine timing in the comments. Not for me, for you. There's power in acknowledging out loud that God is speaking to you right now. That something in your spirit recognizes what's happening here. Now let me tell you what happens next. You didn't stumble onto this video for encouragement alone. This is a briefing. God is pulling you aside and saying, here's what I need you to know before the next chapter opens. The opportunity you've been praying for is closer than you think, and it won't arrive the way you expected. You've been looking for it in one direction, planning for it, maybe even stressing about making it happen. But God's answer is coming from a direction you haven't been watching. That's by design. If you could see it coming, you'd try to control it. You'd try to shape it into what your limited perspective thinks it should look like. His plan is bigger than your perspective. Stop trying to force the timeline. I know that's hard because you feel behind. You look around and it seems like everyone else is moving forward while you're standing still. You're being positioned. There's a difference between being stuck and being planted. A seed underground looks like nothing is happening. But beneath the surface, roots are spreading in every direction, reaching into soil the world above can't see, pulling from waters deeper than any surface rain. And when that seed breaks through, it erupts. That's you right now, underground, roots spreading, ready to erupt. Here's the part most people miss, and this is why God made sure you saw this tonight. The eruption requires one thing from you: trust, not blind faith, not pretending everything's fine when it's not. Real, grounded, I don't see it yet, but I know it's their trust. The kind that keeps you moving when the evidence says stop. The kind that lets you rest when your anxiety says you should be doing more. The kind that makes you turn down what's easy because you know what's coming is worth the wait. You've been offered shortcuts recently, situations that looked like answers but felt wrong in your gut. People who showed up with the right words but the wrong energy. That hesitation you felt, that was God. That was Him whispering, not this one. I have something better. Don't settle here. And you listened, even when it was hard, even when everyone around you said you were being too picky, too slow. You listened to that inner voice. And that obedience, that willingness to wait when waiting felt impossible, is about to be rewarded in ways that will bring you to your knees. I'm not talking about small changes. I'm talking about the kind of shift that makes you look back on this exact moment, sitting here watching this video, and realize it was the turning point, where you stopped doubting and started knowing, where the weight lifted. Your circumstances hadn't changed yet. Your belief did. And belief always precedes the breakthrough. Always. God doesn't show you the full picture because the full picture would overwhelm you. If I told you right now where you'll be in 18 months, you wouldn't believe me. The gap between where you are and where you're going is so vast your human mind would reject it as impossible. So, he shows you one step, just one, and he asks you to take it. Then he shows you the next one, that's kindness. He's protecting you from the weight of your own destiny until you're strong enough to carry it. You're almost strong enough. That's what this season has been about. Training. Every hard night, every unanswered prayer was building muscle in your spirit that you're going to need for where he's taking you. You couldn't have handled this blessing 2 years ago. You would have mismanaged it, given it to the wrong people, spent it on the wrong things. But now, you're different. You know who you are. You know whose you are. That knowing didn't come from a sermon or a motivational speech. It came from the fire. From the nights when you had nothing left and you still got up in the morning. From watching people leave and choosing not to chase them. From hitting bottom and discovering that bottom had a floor, and that floor was God's hand. You didn't learn your strength in comfort. You learned it in the furnace, and what the furnace produces, nothing on this earth can take away. So here's what I need you to do, not tomorrow, tonight, before you close your eyes. Let go of the version of the story where things don't work out. That narrative has been playing on loop in the back of your mind for years, and it's a lie. A convincing one dressed in logic and past experience. Still a lie. The truth is you were chosen for something specific, something only you can carry, something the world needs and you were built for. Every detour, every delay was God making sure you'd be ready when the moment came. The moment is coming, not years away, not even months. Close enough that when it arrives, you'll laugh at how worried you were. You'll look back at this season of waiting and realize it was the shortest chapter in the longest, most beautiful story God has ever written. And it's your story, nobody else's, yours. Stand up a little taller tonight. Breathe a little deeper. Let the doubt fall off your shoulders like dead weight, because that's exactly what it is. Dead weight from a dead season that no longer has permission to define you. You are not what happened to you. You are not the opinion of someone who left. You are who God says you are. And God says you're ready. You were never supposed to see this video. The algorithm shouldn't have shown it to you. The timing shouldn't have lined up. But here you are. Because something bigger than an algorithm is running your life right now. And that something wanted you to know before this night was over that you are seen, you are loved, and the best part of your life is about to begin. If this landed the way I think it did, leave a like so it can reach the next person who needs to hear it tonight. And subscribe, because this isn't the last time God is going to use this channel to find you exactly when you need it most.